Okay. I'm recording this video in. I want to say I've never recorded a video in this position. I may have streamed before. I don't know. I'm leaning actually. Well, how do I describe this? I don't actually know. I'm in this position often when I'm watching something, but I'm just leaning. I'm on my bed and I'm laying down, but I'm sitting up, but I'm also leaning. If you were to sit up and then also lean, like with your elbow, that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing that because my wrist on my right arm is bothering me, and I don't want to hold the mic how I usually do because it's a very heavy mic, and I'm holding the mic and the phone at the same time when I do it. So I'm not going to do that. My wrist is bothering me because I worked today. I needed some cash, and I asked my mom like if I could get some sort of work, work out some sort of schedule, and she was like, "Yep, go with Tom because he's got to do some things with the fence, and you can do that." So I helped. I helped with the fence for a time. I worked for about 4 hours. I could have worked longer, but my mom came over and I guess she was just checking in. But there was also an option. Shit, are we in? I don't remember. There was an option to go with her because she was going to a thing with my sister, and that thing was actually an audition for The Voice. She failed it, by the way. Just, I don't want to get anybody excited or anything. She failed. She's completely fine about it, She takes these things very well. It's not her first time auditioning for something and getting a failure, So, yeah. But I didn't even get to watch her go because we got, I don't know, interrupted? No, we, drove for, 30 minutes, and then, we parked, and then it was raining, and we were like, alright, let's go, and then it was raining really, really, really hard, and we were just like, we gotta go back. Because Grandpa was with us, and he was just, not cool with the rain at all. And we just had to take him home. So that's what we did. So we just went back home, and she went on ahead by herself. And she I don't even know what she sung, honestly. I don't know how well she did what she sung. That's all that. But, yeah. Apparently I could have potentially done it because I think she said you could be 13 or something on The Voice. She didn't even mention this to me that this was a thing. I don't know. Apparently she didn't think that I'd be comfortable with the crowds. I don't know why she would ever think that. I don't know. If given enough preparation time and I found a song I was comfortable with, I might do something like that. Because that could be fun, But, I mean, I haven't done anything major like that before. So there's no reason for her to expect me to. It's just because I don't do anything. I don't do karaoke because I don't have a car and I don't have, I don't know too many people who just, go out and do karaoke, Like my sister does sometimes, but I don't really live with my sister anymore. I live with my mom, and my mom either works or sleeps. She goes out on date night, but I don't go to that. I don't do karaoke because nobody I'm with does karaoke. I can't really try do anything like that. I already forget. I think I chose plus. But they could be fun, probably. I don't know. I honestly don't know what I would sing. Just randomly, she on the car ride there, I heard her singing "Fly Me to the Moon," and I was like, "Oh shit!" I asked her if that was what she was singing, but apparently it wasn't. And "Fly Me to the Moon," of course, best song in the world. No, I just really like it because it was in Bayonetta, and that's it. It is a good song. But she was singing that, and I sang that a bit with her. And that was great. But that's not an option because somebody else did that relatively recently. There was actually some this really young girl. I think she was on The Voice, and she was on it was like Ellen or some shit, and she did that one. So she brought that back a little bit. So I'm not allowed to do that. I have to do something fun. And then I'm like, okay, Moon River. If I'm not going to do Fly Me to the Moon, I'm going to do Moon River. Because Moon River is, of course, the song in Bayonetta 2. So they're both great songs. Fly Me to the Moon, probably better, but I like Moon River. I don't actually plan on auditioning for The Voice anytime soon. I don't know, like, can I even? You know? I don't know, maybe next year, I do want to get better at singing in general. I don't practice very much. I don't practice very much of anything, actually, believe it or not. I don't do very much of anything at all. But I did do that. I went, worked in the morning, made some cash. Worked for 4 hours. It was $40, $10 an hour. It's pretty good under the table. Yeah. It was just really simple manual labor shit. You know, move this, saw this, dig this, hold this, just that. You know, which is why I was able to come along. Because they were just putting up a fence at one of the other houses. And it was an interesting experience. You know, I learned a bit. Except not really. Well, no, I learned about how they anchor the posts. I didn't know that before. The other things made sense already though. Like the when you put up the fence, you have to put each length of fence like halfway onto the post so that you can put each length of fence onto the post. That just makes sense. But the way they anchor the posts actually is you dig 2 feet down, and then 1 foot is concrete, and then another foot is just dirt. And the concrete like keeps it sturdy, but the dirt there is actually so that you have wiggle room, so that when you're putting in your fence, you can still move the post just a little bit, so it's still anchored, but you can push it into place if you need to, if you like have to nudge it just a little bit. Because you have to have it in the right space, in the right place, or else you're fucked. Because you can't make the fence longer without, I don't know, doing something dumb. So that's how a fence works. That was my today. Like a long day, but uneventful. I feel like a lot of little things happen, but nothing. Because like, you know, just like so much of my day was just sitting in the car because we had to drive all the way to the place and then drive all the way back because it's just like, well, now we're wet. I don't know. I could have went with her when she went to do the audition because I didn't actually have to go back. It was just the thought didn't occur to any of us when the time came when we were like, yeah, we gotta take him back. Take Grandpa back, because my mom was not handling it, and he was clearly not enjoying himself. And the wait, just sitting around there. Apparently, there was like 400 people waiting or something. Like they just got back. We left her at like 4, and they just got back. My mom went to go pick her up. But yeah. When I say just, I mean that it's 9:30. It's like, yeah. I guess I didn't specify that. I never really do. I don't know exactly why that is, but I don't know. It's more interesting. It's more interesting to have it sort of, mysterious. I don't know. You know, it's a blessing and a curse because I won't have to do a last name reveal if I want to talk about my sister getting on The Voice. You know, of course, I want to support her, and I think she can sing well, and I think, you know, she could do it, but I don't know. Again, this is not her first rodeo. They usually like her, but like she's not what they're looking for, or they're just like, I don't know. She wasn't good enough. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what it is. I wasn't there. She seemed okay with it, you know? She always seems okay with it. So she's gone to live another day. You know, I told her before we left, I said, the que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. She knew the song, too, which was great. Very old song, but she knows a lot of old movies and old songs. Um, yeah, that's que sera, sera. Doesn't actually mean anything properly. It's a very weird saying because it's a popular saying, especially in the past. Somebody made like a movie about it or whatever. Like a very very old saying too. At one point, just like people weirdly bastardized like Spanish. I think it was originally Latin, and then the Spanish spelling became popular. But what it means is whatever will be, but it doesn't actually mean that. It doesn't like it. Well, it the words kind of mean that, but it doesn't make a proper sentence in Spanish or Latin. But it's just what people have come to make it to mean. It's great though. But yeah, que sera sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future is not ours to see. Que sera sera. Those are the lyrics to the song. I don't want to sing it because my posture is very weird, and if I try, things will go dumb with my throat. I don't know. I can. Que sera sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera sera. Yeah, I can hear that it's weird because this is not the position that I should be in with trying to sing. Again, I am leaning to on my side, you know. I don't know. I'm like this a lot when I'm reading or watching something on my Wii U or phone or something. As I said, I'm doing this because I don't want to do anything with my right hand. Because I was doing a lot of digging and shit and moving with that, and now it's my wrist is bothering me. And that's that whole story again. I can't really see my watch very well though, because I'm facing it downward. I have to. Okay. Fuck. I have no idea when I started this. We'll give it like another 10 minutes or whatever. Should be fun. Should be fun. Should be all right. The videos they've been going good. It's been doing okay. The thing that I decided with the switching to high performance mode, that's actually seemed to have been working pretty well. Please don't. God damn it. So good. Shit, yawned a bit there. May not have seemed like it, but I have very silent yawns. I yawn like a cat, you know. I heard Tiger snoring earlier. That is not very often you'll hear a cat snore. Because they don't deep sleep very often. Sometimes she'll go into like a really deep sleep. Scares the shit out of me too. Sometimes when she goes into a really deep sleep, she's just like motionless, you know. And you never see that from her because they're very attentive and they're very awake. But sometimes they will go into really deep sleep, and then you can like I would like poke her a few times and she wouldn't respond at all. Like that's the scariest part. I've done that in a video once where I just like got up and I looked at her and I was like, "Hey Tiger," and like I poked her and she didn't respond at all. And she does it so like rarely that I'm not very used to it. Especially that time, I don't think she'd ever done it before. And it was like every time you poke her, she's gonna look at you like, what the fuck, why are you poking me? Because she's so sensitive. But then like I poke her, like I try to pet her or something, and then she's not. It's just like motionless pretty much. And I'm just like, I'm like having this internal like explosion, like what the fuck is wrong with my cat? Like, did my cat just die or something? Why is this happening right now? And then, you know, like a few seconds later, she's like, "Oh, okay, but why the fuck are you poking me?" And then you just hear like the relief in my voice, like, "Sweet, my cat isn't dead," you know. Uh, so yeah, that's that whole story. That's the thing. That's the thing I've been saying a lot, often is like that's that story or something like that. It's a neat phrase, you know. Maybe it'll catch on. It's just it's making fun of like I'm telling stories, but they aren't long stories. They aren't significant stories. Just sometimes it's just a story. Am I a story time YouTuber? Not really. Maybe. I don't know what the fuck I am. I'm like a fucking whatever. Who gives a shit? I just talk and then people listen for fucking God knows why. It just happens. I feel like I ask so often, but I honestly can't remember a really good answer of like why anyone watches my shows. I don't know. But I usually answer for them is the thing too. This time I won't. This time I'll just put it out there because some people might actually answer. You know, why the fuck would anyone watch my videos? No, that I'm about to answer. In my head, like I'm working through the answer that is probably why. And I feel like someone may have said this, and this happens, they say it every now and then probably. But I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna put the question out there instead of and not put the answer in your mouth. And let you say it if you want to. Nobody comments anyway. Some people do, and that's a whole lot of fun. Obviously, it's always fun getting comments. Update on my schoolyard crush, my YouTube crush. No response. Just gonna leave it be. Not that important anyway. Subscribe to her, of course. Are my subscriptions... Can people see my subscriptions? I don't know now. Huh. Ooh, yikes. But yeah, so if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I found somebody on YouTube that I have a crush on, and that's the thing. And I left a comment once asking if we could be friends, and didn't get anything yet, so not gonna pursue anything. I'm just gonna leave it be. It's cool. Not gonna worry about it. Oh God! Wait, can I end this episode properly? I have no idea how long it is. It's like 5 minutes longer than when I said we could do 10 minutes more, but I don't really want to go back into Elemental Hall. I don't. It's just fucking. There's that train. That's what I should be focused on. Charlotte, my train wife. Yes. Oh God. Take care of yourself.